All right, people. So we're going to talk about a couple of things here. Being myself, and I'm good at pissing people off, and I want to touch on No King's Day. So let's get the No King's Day out of the way. I want to thank all the elves out there, ELFs, elves out there, that participated in the No King's Day. You guys did it. Thank you. We have no king. The king is gone. I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart that we don't have to bow down to a king anymore. You fucking dumb shits. It's like, it makes no sense. No King's Day. You know we haven't had a king since England, right? See, this is the reason that we kept telling you stop fucking erasing history, because you didn't learn anything from it. Like, okay, the last king we had was from England. Okay, King Charles, whatever the fuck his name was. And there's only so much I can keep up in here about this past shit. So, with that being said, you guys think, I made some comments and some other people's things, and they fucking loved them. So, this is the thing. They're like, the largest turnout ever. They made it sound like 8 million people turned out in New York alone. Okay, fucking news. You can't make this shit up. Oh, yes, I can. So, I did a little digging. It was basically 8 million people nationwide. Nationwide. And I loved watching some of these news guys. They were quite entertaining. I came out to support you guys. What are you here for? And he's like, no kings, man. You know, we can't have a dictator, but yet, what do y'all think socialism is and Marxist is? You have a king and you have a leader, and do you not know what kings do? It was in history. If somebody spoke out against the king, or like tried to do what you guys are doing, protest, the king would end them all. Okay? Chow did it. Pretty much everybody in fucking history's done it. Hitler, Chow, Stalin, you name it, they've all done it. That is a king action. Okay? So, you being able to go out and demonstrate No King's Day, and nothing happens to you because when you're a bunch of dumb buck shit, and you're a bunch of elves. And then on top of that, we don't have any kings here. There is no dictatorship. So maybe y'all need to go back and go to a conservative school and start over. Because obviously you guys didn't learn dick. You don't know shit. And you're a bunch of elves. Yes, I said it. Extreme leftist fundamental fanatics. It's sad, really. I mean, you got your 32-year-olds are coming up, and they're going, oh my God. You know, how many videos I see all the time, and they're different people. I just turned 30, and the Republicans and conservatives were right the whole fucking time. Yeah. We're not going to lie, because we don't have to, because we're right. Like, COVID, we were right. You know, and it's like, oh, it's all some fake theories and all this shit. And no, they weren't, because we were right. Again, we're right on pretty much everything. It's actually sad to see you guys not listen. And it's like, then how'd that one guy go, push? You know, the kids that throw the tantrums in the aisles at Walmarts and supermarkets and shit. Now they're adults, and that's your leftist people out there. Your marchers and your elves, and all them. So, you know, it's like y'all scream for First Amendment rights, but then you ended Kurt for using it, and he did it the way you guys wanted it. He went out, gave you a mic, he had a mic, and he talked to you guys back and forth. And you ended him for it. because you didn't agree with it. And on top of that, this is what's funny. You ever notice that every time one of the pew-pews people, somebody else told them a lie about that individual, they believed it, and then they went out and did that action? Did you happen to notice that? Anybody? Anybody? Hello? Anybody out there? Oh yeah, he's trying to put the alphabet people down and all this, but instead of doing their own due diligence and saying, show me, prove it, show me that this person's doing it and I will take care of it. They don't. They just go, oh my God, they're so mean to you. I love you. And then they go do stupid shit, And I think, yes, the family should bear a very large brunt of that. Because they, what do you call it? They let it happen without checking in on this kid who went to college for what, like not even a semester. It was like 3 to 4 months or something crazy, real short time. And then he came back and he barricaded himself in his room and stayed online the whole time. And you, not as a dad, a conservative dad, a good conservative dad, didn't go out and rip that fucking Wi-Fi plug out of the wall? Because I would have. I said, yeah, that's enough online crap. You need to wake the fuck up. And did you happen to not notice? How do you not notice the conversations you have with your kid? I noticed my kids. I knew when my daughter was already changing. So she shaved her head, started talking this weird shit. I went, fuck, they got to you. And of course, mom, oh, she's just feeling herself. Now she's fucking loon now. She's a fucking lib. And it's sad. She won't be unlib until she hits 30 and she'll be like this. Oh my God, Dad was right. And she'll talk to her brother and her brother goes, yeah, Dad was right the whole fucking time. Why didn't you listen? I did. And he's free, Now he's texting me about some fucking laundromat shit I was talking about. But I like being myself. Everybody kept saying that, Hey, when you do your videos, this time around, just be yourself. And it's a double-sided sword here. So it used to be being myself was being a little tipsy, a little intoxicato, and then doing really crazy, weird shit. And people loved it. And now I'm sober. And it's I don't even know who the fuck I am. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to keep it real with you guys. I say a lot of shit. If it pisses you off, yeah, I'm not sorry. It is what it is, baby. I don't believe in that sorry, not sorry crap. I'm just not fucking sorry. If you want to get in my face, you know where I'm at. I don't hide. You get all these guys, these leftists on all the same podcasts and all this shit just like me. And y'all hiding. I ain't hiding. It's like, I'm packing, but I ain't hiding. And that in itself cracks me up because it's like a conservative with a big fucking mouth that doesn't protect himself. Interesting. Continue. It's like, what? That doesn't make any fucking sense whatsoever to me. It's like, you say these things, you know what angers these little elves and the alphabet people and all that, and yet you don't carry protection. What's the matter with you? I don't get it. Because most conservatives and Republicans are, first to, 4 and 8, we believe in everything, and especially the fifth. We believe in our rights. And it's like, why wouldn't you carry? Why wouldn't you protect yourself? Carry a knife. I don't know. It's something better than nothing. That's how I look at it. It's like, I always have a pen by me. If you ever seen one of these pop the outer skin, the outer flesh, it makes a real unforgettable sound. It's like, I can't even. You can't do it unless I actually stab something like it, something fleshy. It makes a real distinctive pock sound, and I've hurt people with pens. Kind of like the John Wick thing, you know. He killed 3 men with a pencil. Who fucking does that? Okay, one, it was a big fucking pen with no lid. Okay, I know. So he grabbed a big pen, and there happened to be 2 pens from the waitress. He grabbed them both, popped the lids off it, put his thumb over the ends, and just went to stab. And it was in L.A. It was crazy, and it was big pens. It wasn't a fucking pencil, because the pencil, you know, like in the videos, like was it part 3 or 4, where he sticks it in the dude and then he snaps it, and then he takes it, pushes it out a little farther again. Now he's got another one. I was like, okay, that was cool. But I was thinking, the big pen, those things are like indestructible, man. They're big. And it was like, I was like, that's crazy to see some guy do that with big pens. It was stabbies. That's why I was like, everything can be a weapon if you know how to treat it. It's like, people look at me, what? You know, ask Steven Seagal with his credit card. You know, if you go like this and you sand it down enough, you can make this edge like a fucking razor. And you can even buy credit cards that are a razor. It's even crazier. People go, yeah, I got my credit card right here. And it's just like, they're like, you know, what was it? What movie was that with? It was with one of the Wayland brothers, the older one. And it was like Monk or something weird. And he played a monk, you know, monk cop. And he had like all these weird things, beads with the choke chains on it. You know, what a shit. They had the credit card, but I was like, oh, that's genius, you know. And you want my card? Take my card. And then he just goes foot like that, and the guy's throat just goes, all blood starts pouring out. I was like, oh, that's brutally great. But anything can be a weapon. So I don't understand why y'all are hiding. You know, I understand. Who's that guy? He's like 5'8", dark hair. He's got a big mouth. I don't like him personally. I listen to him once in a while, but he is not the Charlie Kirk. But what happened to Milo? I thought Milo was coming out. What happened to that? We were all excited. Milo was coming back. Somebody tell me what happened to Milo. Did something bad happen? Where'd he go? It's like, you know, he became straight or something. I don't know. I really don't care about his sexuality. I care about his mouth. I want to hear his mouth. And like the other guy that was finishing the tours and stuff on the college campuses, you know, he does them indoors now, which smart. But it's like, you know, they have security and everything like that. You got to get on. You got to have, you know, be searched, shit like that, you know, just to make sure, you know, and understand it. But it's like, he'll sit there and, you know, he'll shake people's hands just like Charlie would. He hugged one guy, you know, the guy goes, I'm 5'8", and you're not 5'8", you're shorter than me. And he's like, come here. Hey, come up here. You know, and he came up there, and when he stood up, he's like, he goes like this, and he stands up, and he's like the same height, and he's like, the guy's like, oh. You got me, bro. You know, they hugged and shook their hands, and the guy gave him a hug, and off he went. But it was, I can't remember his damn name. He's got that voice. It's the voice that agitates the fuck out of me. Of his voice. But, you know, everybody said just be yourself on YouTube, and that's what I'm doing. You know, I don't like doing the video and video. You know, hey, let's watch this video, and I'm going to sit over here and watch it with you. And then I'm going to comment. But everybody does that. So how's that different from... If you guys want me to do that shit, I can do it. But I thought we could, you know, make it a little more fun. You know, and I don't want to be go to extremes and use all these intelligent words and break out the thesaurus where everybody's going, the fuck does that word mean? You know, it's like... It puts me in a state of funk I don't like. I don't like to be in the funk, which is an oppressive state of mind because I'm using these big words. And, you know, are they going down, you're fanatical, or this, and start going into professor mode. And it's like, back in the day, you know, the Muslims did this and the Muslims did... How about I just don't fucking like you? I don't like what you stand for. I don't like your country. Go back to it. If your country was so fucking great, why are you here? Because our country's better. But we also need to fix our country now because the idiots, they'll let y'all in. So we need to get rid of the Muslims. We need to get rid of the Somalis. Y'all gots to go. So I don't care if you came across the boat and you're American bullshit. No. If you're that Muslim and you study the Muslim and you preach the Muslimhood or the Somalihood or whatever the fuck they do, besides just hurting people, you gotta go. You gotta go back to that country. I don't care. It's like, what was it that, man? Hey, Tim, if they couldn't better their own country, what made you think they could better our country? I thought that was a really good one. I think it's a meme. I think I have it somewhere on my old laptop that's not packed away. But it's one of those crazy things, you know, and it's like, people see this and either they like me or, oh, this guy's going to say something that's going to piss me off today. Let's watch him. You know, it's like, well, piss you off? Why you watch him? Shut up. We're going to watch him. You know, and it's like, you know, if you're an elf watching my shit, give me a thumbs down. Put your comments down below. Hey, while you're there, like, subscribe, hit the bells. And it's tax time, so I expect a little something down below in the Piff Pantry to help others out, man. Come on. You can do a couple of bucks. You guys, a lot of you get thousands of dollars every freaking year. So, chink over a couple of bucks. It won't help you. It'll make you feel good. Plus, not only that, if there's enough in there, I could go around, make a real short video. Hey, look what we did this afternoon. We were over here. This guy's doing this. Just talk to him, you know. I'll do videos where I'm talking to him, and then I'll buy him food. You know, and no, I'm not going to take it back. No, I'm not going to say, here's $100. All right, now give me back. Here's a 20. You know, like that one guy was giving people $1,000, and then when the video shut off, he took the $1,000 back and they gave him $100. No, I'm not giving you $1,000. Give me that. Here's $100. You know, I was like, oh, that's fucked up in itself. I ain't built like that. So, but I am built to piss people off. Put it this way, if I can walk into a bar and not say a fucking word, and the biggest guy in the whole fucking place all of a sudden wants to kick my ass, I must be doing something fucking right. I know it's my light, my aura, my vibration out in the world, whatever. It's bright. It's big, whatever the hell it is, it's big. It's so big, I could walk through a room, everybody shuts the fuck up. Okay? It's just the way it is. I'm not bragging about it. I'm just saying that's the way it is. So, I've had rooms where I walked in, they're having a full-on podcast, and they're like, oh, yeah. And then they'll go back to, it's like, I'm like, don't let me stop you. I just walked in the door. And it's like, and it's not like, you know, I'm 5'10" and a half, if that, on a good day, you know, and it's not like I'm, you know, I have to bend down like Shaq to walk in the door where you're like, holy shit. You know, that guy's huge. It's like, I'm not that big. I'm really not that big, but the biggest guys in the world always want to fucking fight me. I don't know why, but, you know, and it's usually not when I'm fat, you know, when I have fat on me, it's always when I'm ripped. It's like, they look at me, oh yeah, we're going to get it on. You and me are going to have some fun. It's like, dude, I don't want to. That's another reason why I don't want to get all buff and ripped again. It's like, everybody wants to fight all the time. I'm so tired of just dealing with it. It's like, dude. Then I always get kicked out, and I didn't do anything. I never said that. Why did I always get kicked out of the bar? I didn't start it. It was, what was it? Oh, well, he spends a lot of money here. Okay, well, he's not spending any more money tonight because he's already fucking plastered. That's why I kicked his ass. I said, but now I'm ready to drink, and I got a pocket full of cash, which you're going to want in your register, right? Well, no, you got to leave. I didn't start the fucking fight, so it makes no fucking sense. Whatever. But you guys tell me what you think. What do you think about elves? What do you think about this whole fucking situation? I piss people off. I do. It's just what I do. But it's like, what do you think about the people who hide? You know, there's this one little guy, and he is little. I think he's like 5'8", 5'9". Not the speaker, dude. This guy, he does videos, and he always has the hat on like this, and he's got the lyrium, not the blonde fucking dude. The guy that, not the drug addict guy, the blonde drug addict guy. He's entertaining sometimes, and other times he's fucking annoying as fuck. But there's another guy, and he's got the mics, the boom, and all that shit, and he sits there, yeah, doing this, and he'll throw videos sometimes up. He mixes his shit up between, like, other people there and shit like that, you know. He'll sit there and have a conversation with two people across the other way. That was a weird looking beat. And he'll argue with both of them. And it's like, he's like, explain this to me. And then he'll ask him a question, and they'll be like, oh, if you don't know, you don't know. And he's like, I don't know. That's why I'm asking, because I don't know. So explain it to us. Explain it to everybody out there, you know? And I'm like, oh, he's good. He's good. But he's also got one of those kind of little voices that just annoy me. So it's like, why is it the guys who have the really great voices, like Eddie Pinheiro, there's a couple other guys, they do motivational shit, you know? There's one guy, he does like, he talks to very influential, motivational speaking people. He does fantastic. He's like, there's a couple of them. One is like half black, half white, kind of interracial. One is, I think, black, but he's from England or something. He has that English voice, but he's very good. He is very good. And then there's the white dude who I didn't even know. I thought he was American. He said, it's like me coming to this country and praying that this podcast takes off so he could make it in this country, you know, send money home, shit, whatever the fuck he's doing. And I was like, oh, you're not American? Didn't see that coming. You know, it was one of those. And I was like, yeah, I didn't see that coming at all. Not a little. Not even the inst of it. I was like, oh. Kind of blindsided me all that way. I was like, oh shit, really? But, you know, I don't just watch political shit, okay? I try to keep that down to a minimum because I know political shit is segregation to me, okay? It's like saying, well, the blacks did this and the whites will come and steal your babies, but the blacks will take it steal your stuff. You know, it's always fucking something. It's always segregation of one form or another. And it's another one of those pisses me off things. The segregation. And it's not just between races. It's between, actually the new one, the political segregation, if you will, is between white fucking people. Think about it. How many marches have we seen? How many fucking protests have we seen, especially in LA, about ICE, and there's not a fucking Mexican or a black person in the whole crowd. They're all white. White people marching for something that has nothing to fucking do with them because they're brainwashed. It's like, you have to speak for the people who can't, but they can speak for themselves. They just choose not to. It's more segregation. It's always been segregation. They segregated the rich from the poor now. Okay, that's what it all comes down to, segregating the rich from the poor people. And if we can use any means in between to do it and make it happen, the better. If it needs to be racial, put it in play. If it needs to be political, put it in play. If it needs to be anything, even financial, put it in play. But it all comes down to the truth. And people don't agree with me. People say that I'm wrong. I don't give a fuck. So, in my life, and what I see in front of me is what I call. So, if I get something wrong, tell me. Educate me if you can. Most people can't because, well, you're just wrong. Your outlook's, that's my favorite, is when a woman does that. Your outlook's just wrong. Prove it. Explain to me how it's wrong. Well, I'm not going to go into all that. If you can't do that, then shut the fuck up. That's what I'm saying. So, how about you eat the little dude? Jesus Christ. It's like a fucking pterodactyl. Dude, you need to go. Where do these guys come from? Where are they growing? They're growing big out here, baby. Hey, out. There you go. Oh my God, man. The mosquitoes out here, man, are like fucking pterodactyls. Shit, when they come in here, it's That and the fucking wasps, man. Things are fucking huge, man. Still to date, that carrier junk jet I had out in the woods, that was the biggest by far. That thing was like 3.5 inches. It was, I was like coming to my window, and I just looked over doing a video. I'm like, yeah, holy shit. It was like, I wish I could have caught that, because that dude was brutal. He was just walking. He's like, yeah, you know what the fuck time it is, motherfucker. I will fuck your shit up. And then he just backed out real slow. He stopped, and then he just kept backing out. And I was like, then I thought some over here. The little females came over, and they were doing their little thing, and then he just kind of right at my window, and then he backed out, and then went set on a branch and just like stared at me like, I wasn't gonna do nothing to your ladies. As long as they don't bother me, I ain't got no problem with them. But it is what it is. So, it's like, I'm just trying to be original, be me. If you guys like it, great. Watch some more of my shit. Let me know. I will say some outlandish shit. I don't care if it pisses you off. I don't care if you're an elf. I don't care if you're just one-sided, you're socialist, you're a Marxist. I don't give a fuck. You're wrong. The problem what I have with you is we have to wait until you actually wake up. Not woke. Wake up. Y'all need to wake up and be the correct woke. I mean, I'm confused by the word woke. Well, but you didn't wake up. So how you woke if you didn't wake up? You guys are all in this dream state of bullshit. It's like somebody else is controlling your strings. The puppet master. As Jim Carrey did. Look at me. I'm the Muppet. That's what you guys are all. They're all out there controlling all of you for money. Which says a lot, because you can be bought. And they know this. So, just another way to segregate us. It really is. If you don't keep this view, we won't pay you. Oh. So long as I keep doing what I'm doing, you're going to pay me? Yeah. Okay. That's the stupidity. And then you wake up and go, nothing will come of it. Nothing. None of these bullshit no king marches. None of the marches for eyes. Nothing's ever going to fucking change. Ever. Okay? It's not going to change anything that way. The only way you change it is through your vote. Okay? And since nobody in Congress is looking out for us, ain't nothing going to change. Because the next guy's going to come in. And he's going to be just like him. And then he'll cycle through him eventually. And then the next one's going to come in. And guess what? They're going to be the same fucking thing as the other ones. And then we got to cycle through that motherfucker. Instead of just wiping the whole fucking plate. Saying, hey, we're going to start a whole new batch, people. No more of this political shit. Say what you believe. Go out there. And let the votes fall where they may. And it's like, it's crazy, because it's like, so you have to be super healthy and in shape to be a congressman or senator or president and all that shit. A president, I can't get that. But why? So they can stay in Congress and the House for, until the day they fucking die like they are now? How about if we let the sicklies come in, which most likely will actually do better than the healthy fucking old people, because they have a short period of time. But again, it has to. What happened to the maximum one term, 2 terms? That's it. You're out. I don't like the 2 terms here and then 3 terms over there. No, it's 2 terms. Fucking everybody. President has 2 terms. You have 2 terms in the House. You have 2 terms in the Senate. You cannot run for another one. So if you're in the Senate, you can't run for the House. You can't run for the president. You're done. Your term, your service is no longer required. Okay, That's the kind of shit I'm talking about. So like, subscribe, hit below, donate to our pantry. Hey, hit the star. You never know what bullshit I'm going to talk about next. And you never know who I'm going to piss off. But hey, you know where I am. You guys have a good afternoon. Have a good evening. Bye.